Hello everybody and welcome back to the Toadtown Zoo and Aquarium. Today we are building a beaver habitat for a very special beaver named Dade. He was living his life in the Swan Lake that we built along with raccoons. His parents died and he was the only beaver left. So instead of leaving him there all alone, surrounded by swans and raccoons, we're going to build him a new home.
Show us your beaver.
I found Dade because I was just kind of doing some maintenance around the zoo, cleaning up the swan, beaver, and raccoon lake, and I realized Dade was the only one left. And when I thought about his story, it was kind of tragic. But you can see here his old habitat is absolutely overrun with swans and raccoons. And here is further proof showing you all of the swans and the raccoons that he had to deal with on a daily basis. So Dade deserves this. Alright, hello everybody, and let me show you everything I did before I realized I didn't press record. So we have the underwater viewing that I just dug out with the stamp tool and put a little pathway, put some glass barrier right here, and this will be the underwater viewing area for our beaver. And we're gonna put rocks and make this look real cavey and nice. And then over here we have a pipe that in theory would pipe our water, overflow water from the beaver habitat to the swan and raccoon habitat, kind of attaching them both and explaining why the water would just disappear because we use warp pipes in this zoo because it's magic. But anyway, we're gonna start on our dam. It's kind of built like a fortress. I like to think that this is really the first deep lore that we're getting in our Toadtown Zoo. And basically Dade will be tasked with holding back the water to save the Toadtown. So our very important role for our little orphan Dade. And it kind of makes him like Batman, which I think is fun. I think Dade deserves an important role in our zoo, so a big fortress dam to hold back the water and save the town is perfect for him. Here we are just building up kind of the two ends of it, and then we're going to work on the middle section, which we're just going to lay one of these wooden log panels on its side and duplicate that across the entire thing. All right, thank you for that musical break we had there. Right now we're going to be just decorating it up a little bit more, putting these logs on the corners just for some reinforcement. You could see during that time lapse we also put some fencing up top so Dade doesn't fall off. And now we're going to put logs on the front of the thing. So the concept will be he's just finding whatever log is laying around or a sign or just anything that he can get his hands on to reinforce this wall while it's under his watch. Because Dade is a crafty beaver and we love him. Okay, now we're just kind of wrapping up all of the organics. We put some strangler fig roots on there just to look like it's been kind of overgrown. Now we're just gonna start putting junk and little patches around, just to show that Dade has been a very busy beaver, helping save everybody and keeping the Toadtown Zoo safe, preventing leaks, preventing catastrophic floods. And now we're just going to add in our water, check our water levels, make sure it can reach the bank, and Dade can climb in and out of the water easily. And with the water added, we're going to start adding some of these pillars around just to kind of make it look like maybe an old dock area or something like that. But really, it's just kind of to give some more visual interest to our underwater viewing area, give the beaver something to kind of weave in and out of and play around in. And we're also going to add more logs on top of the water, just kind of floating for some more visual interest. And maybe Dade has these ready for when a leak comes about. He can throw them up on the wall with his beaver strength. But also, yeah, just adding more visual interest to the water area. And then adding the mushroom lights, of course, because we are a Mario-themed zoo after all. I do tend to forget about that sometimes, but we're kind of creating our own thing at this point, which is fun.
I want to see your beaver, the Toadtown Zoo. We got it from every angle. Toadtown Zoo. Dade is probably an angel sent from above. I wanna see the beaver, Toadtown above. I wanna see that beaver at the Toadtown Zoo.
And now that we have the lights installed, you can see I added a generator up top and a little access hill for our maintenance guy. And we're just going to block that off with some bamboo and a log wall.
I wanna see that beaver at the Toadtown Zoo.
Now that we got the dam all figured out, we're going to get started on our cave area, so the underwater viewing for this habitat. And we're going to try to mimic the same thing we did with the otter underwater viewing area. That way all of our underground portions of the zoo have the same feeling and the same kind of layout for consistency.
See that beaver underwater. It's so damn wet underwater. Show me your beaver underwater at the Toadtown Zoo. Underwater.
Alright, now you can see we're just adding in kind of a mine shaft, adding these thick beams to hold up the ground above us so that it doesn't come falling down on top of our visitors' heads. And just using some Arctic pieces because I feel like they have the best kind of rustic mine vibe in the game.
We're building a dam so tall and large. We're building a dam so tall and large. Dam, dam, dam. It's a damn tall dam. Building with sticks, building with logs, building a dam to save the frogs. We're building a dam so tall and large. We're building a dam so tall and large.
Okay, now that we got our barriers in, our underwater viewing area, and our gate, it's time to introduce everybody to Dade the beaver, the one and only, and my favorite guy at the zoo. And of course, now that we have the beaver, Dade, inside the habitat, it's going to be easier for us to work on our terrain. So that's what we're doing right now. Now it's time for the hard shelter in our habitat. And of course we go with another mushroom house, but this time we're going to build into the hill. So he'll have a nice little cozy home inside the mountain where we're going to decorate it up nice for him. So he can just get away and de-stress from the day. And maybe read a book. Or, play his Switch. Or maybe he'll play Planet Zoo on console, which just came out.
I want to see your beaver at the Toad Town Zoo. Look at it from every angle at the Toad Town Zoo. Dade is probably an angel sent from above. I want to see that beaver at the Toad Town Zoo. Dade is probably an angel sent
Now that we got Dade's home all decorated nice for him, we're gonna paint the hills because we don't want brown, mucky looking hills. We want nice green hills. There you can see the pipe that has been causing the flooding in our zoo, in our imaginations, and yeah, so we're gonna add some special effects to that to make sure that it looks like it's overflowing with water, and that's the reason we had to build this dam. Now we're getting pretty close to the end, so it's time to add our trees and shrubs and bushes so that Dade feels right at home in a naturalistic setting.
So bushy beaver, planting shrubs and trees for a busy beaver. The bushier the beaver, the more fun you'll have, planting trees and shrubs with all of our love. Bushy beaver, planting shrubs and trees for a busy beaver. The bushier the beaver, the more fun you'll have, planting trees and shrubs with all of our love. Bushy beaver, planting shrubs and trees for a busy beaver. The bushier the beaver, the more fun you'll have, planting trees and shrubs with all of our love.
Alright, so we're just kind of adding trees wherever we see fit, putting some up the hills just to kind of blend them in so they're not quite as artificial looking. And then I really liked the way that this wisteria looked climbing up the dam tower. It gives it a real nice pop of color on that side. And as we go into the final stretch of our build, I just want to say thank you to everybody, and please like and subscribe, and let's roll the cinematics.
In the Toad Town Zoo, there's a beaver so cool, with his big front teeth and the sleek fur so smooth. He's the talk of the town, the star of the show. Dade the beaver, watch him go, go, go. Dade the beaver, he's got the power, building dams for hours and hours, swimming through the river, catching fish for lunch. Dade the beaver, living life punch by punch. He's got that swag, he's got that style, always flashing that toothy smile. With his tail so strong, he slaps it on the ground. Dade the beaver, he's the king of Toad Town. Dade the beaver, he's got the power, building dams for hours and hours, swimming through the river, catching fish for lunch. Dade the beaver, living life punch by punch.
I'm definitely not crying, you are. If you made it this far in the video, I just want to say you're the best. And if you are here in person, I would boop you on the nose and give you a cookie, because you are almost watching to the end. So stay a little longer. But this was such a fun build. I don't know why I'm so connected to artificial beaver in a video game, but I love Dade so much. Leave a comment if you think Dade needs a wife. I feel like he might need a girlfriend or a wife. So leave a name in the comments of what we should name Dade's wife, and maybe we'll get him one. And I'll give you updates on how Dade's doing in future episodes of the Toad Town Zoo. But yeah, we love you, dreams, the way that you do, so true. Damn, 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 living your damn life. Dade the Beaver, you're a damn light. Thank you, everybody. Good night.